teams very confident in their abilities, and we'll be hoping to play the ball out of the back. Oakville said they were a little too direct last week in their loss against North Mississauga, and we'll be hoping to maintain possession a little bit more, and an early chance there for O'Shea Laws, but he's deemed to be offside. If this is your first time tuning into a League One Ontario live stream, let's talk a little bit about the league. First, League One Ontario is the standards-based Pro-Am league with a 17-team men's division and a 13-team women's division. League One is entering its 5th season and is currently one of 2 Division 3 leagues in Canada. One in Quebec, the PLSQ, and one in Ontario, currently representing the highest domestic-based tier of the game here in the great nation of Canada. 100-plus players have graduated from the league into professional environments since October of 2014, and the league had 42 current and alumni players suit up for Canada in 2017. The league currently extends from licensee Windsor TFC in the south of the province to Ottawa South United Force and D's West Ottawa Soccer Club, or the West Ottawa Soccer Club that you see in front of us here in the northeast of the province. For all information, rosters, match previews, recaps, video, photography, and more, go to League1Ontario.com. All matches are recorded and available on the League One Ontario YouTube channel, and keep an eye out for highlight packs on both our men's and women's divisions, released every second Wednesday. Now that we've got the pleasantries out of the way, let's get right into this action. Another interesting storyline in this matchup is you've got 2 keepers with a touch of international experience, both having suited up for the Canadian under-21 squad in their day. Canadian national team women's squad currently playing in Hamilton just down the street right now. That match wrapping up, as I understand it, unless someone has scored in the last 4 minutes. That's a 3-2 final for Germany. Another ball up for Nelson Laws. A throw-in for Oakville here. Today's League One Ontario action is fueled by Gatorade, the official sports fuel of League One Ontario. Try the new Gatorade Frost today. Gatorade Frost, your fuel to play cool. Ottawa are going to be playing a 4-2-3-1 this season. They've got, as I mentioned before, a very young squad with not a whole ton of experience. 3 players on this squad actually play for the U of T, so they'll be fairly familiar with this neck of the woods. They had a very good game last week, and they lost 3-1 nonetheless, despite their efforts. Long trip down from Ottawa to get to Oakville. We are on the west side of the GTA. It's about a 5.5-hour drive. Head coach from Ottawa was telling me before the match how he was out of the house at 7 a.m., which isn't too bad, but it's always a struggle. You hear it from the teams when they go up to Ottawa, dealing with the long travel time, and you have to imagine the same is true for teams coming down from Ottawa this direction. I can't imagine what that trip is like for Windsor to go up to Ottawa, or Ottawa to go up to Windsor. Another ball up over the top as they're looking for Laws. Laws is an interesting story. The young striker up there from the local area here, who's actually a member of the Jamaican U21 squad, was down in Florida with the full squad a couple weeks ago as they looked to qualify for the 2019 Women's World Cup in France, but unfortunately had contracted mononucleosis and had to come back up here before she was able to receive her first cap for the full Jamaican squad. So she'll be looking to get that under her belt fairly soon. As you saw in that offside, her speed is unrivaled in this league. She's an absolute demon Wheels for days on number 9 out there. Josephine De Jesus Shaw with it. Our ball just a bit too far for number 14. That's Erin Kelly. That's going to go out for a goal kick. Some back and forth action here early on. We're in the 6th minute of play at Oakville's Sheridan College Trafalgar campus. Home of the Blue Devils. Goal kick from Oakville. Great when you've got a keeper who can play a ball as direct and accurate as that. That's Patricia Catoulis in goal for Oakville in that sharp bright green kit. Wearing the captain's armband today. Maybe that's not the captain's armband after all. It looks like number 10, Jiva Niku, also has an armband on as well. Roslyn Kaime's pass up the wing, and that's Olivia Farman. Early chance there from Oakville. The ball doesn't quite make it in between the wickets. Another opportunity coming here is Carlin Gould puts the ball into the box, and that got caught up in the wind. A strong challenge there for Law. Sees her go up over the top of the Ottawa player, and she's slow to get back up to her feet. That's number 12, De Jesus Shaw. She's finally on her feet here. Looks like she'll be okay. Hopefully we don't see nearly as many injuries as we saw in last night's broadcast with Joey Mello pulling a hamstring, and then player from Toronto breaking his arm. Cyrus Rollins broke his hand in the broadcast the week before for Masters. Just players dropping like flies. Niku goes up for the header, and she's brought down. That'll be an Oakville ball. Hoda Sakurai was the player I was trying to think of from Toronto FC. Unfortunate for that young man in the gorgeous white Mizuno boots. That ball goes all the way back to Molly Erickson. She'll play it out quickly. A line drive out to the center circle, and Niku went up for that, but Ottawa have come away with it. No Laura Twiddle in the lineup for Oakville today, which is a bit of a surprise. Very talented young woman. And came over to the squad from North Mississauga. Her and O'Shea Laws, part of a dynamic duo for that squad last year. 2 of the players, part of that group that left at the end of last season. 5 of those players from North Mississauga going on over to Woodbridge this year. The ball up for Laws, and she muscles her way onto the ball. She's got her head up and she's looking for a teammate. Great stop there by number 2, Clarissa Larisi. another challenge. Oakville have come away with the ball now. Turnover in the middle of the pitch. We'll see what Ottawa can do with this. Great work by the back line to step up and win back possession and see if Oakville can get on the end of this. That's Rosalind Kaime. Kiami, one of the many players born between the years of 1997 and 1998 on this squad, almost completely made up of 19, 20, 21-year-old players here. Ottawa with several players born in the year 2000 on this squad, not even 18 yet, several of them. Kiami gets it up to Laws. Ball's worked out wide, that's number 22, DiCristofaro. Looking for Kiami on the wing, but Ottawa step up to make the tackle. That's number 45. Unfortunately, I think she doesn't have a number 45 for Ottawa. So I'll have to get an update for that on my sheet for halftime here for you guys. And then I'll come back in the second half with some score lines from across the league. Lots of action happening today and a couple of games that took place last night. As I said, some real big surprises. Tulis with another big boot up the pitch. Some incredible leg strength on that young woman. Laws with it on the far side. Looks back. Oakville really seeming to struggle with getting that third and fourth pass connected once they get into the Ottawa end. Great pressure here from Ottawa's number 14. That's Erin Kelly. Kelly's got to be at least 5'11" out there, towering over several of these players on the pitch right now. Play whistle down, and Ottawa are going to get the ball in the middle of the pitch. Ball into the box. Kelly's going to chase that one down, but Tulis is right there to pick that ball up and get us back underway with a quick throw. Oakville doing a good job on the counter here, and they found Laws. She brings the ball down, and Ottawa lucky to get away with a handball there. Rissi moves back into the middle of the pitch. Careless pass there from Ottawa, and Oakville are back the other way. Yaku with a cheeky back heel. Another ball into the box as they are looking for Kiami or Laws. Either one of them will do right right there, and another opportunity. Glorious here for Oakville and out of her goal. That's Molly Erickson with a big diving save. Great effort there from Erickson as number 22, De Cristofaro, was in the box after dancing through several players. De Cristofaro with it again. She works her way into the middle. She's found Laws at the edge of the box, and Laws is going to get called for offside. The 17th minute of play, still 0-0, back and forth action here at Sheridan College so far. Several opportunities for Oakville, just unable to connect the dots once they get into that final third. Lovely turn there from number 5, Lydia Brado, with a turnover in the middle of the pitch. Sees Larissi coming back with the ball, and her pass is just a little bit behind. Ball into the box, very dangerous there from Ottawa, but no one able to get off at the end of it. This ball gets up to Yaku, and that battle sees the ball just bounce up into the air. Laws with a steal in the middle of the pitch. She's got her head down. What can she make happen here? She pushes it just a bit too far in front of herself, and Erickson's going to come away with that. Now Laws is going to battle for it once more. So strong is Laws. Ball out wide on the wing for Larissi. Carlene Gould was seemed to have been taken down there, and Oakville are going to come away with possession. A free kick in their own end. With another deep bomb. Oakville allowing Ottawa to get to the ball first, though they're just lacking a bit of intensity right now, it seems, which they really need to drive home. That they've got to put the hammer down. As Ottawa have made the long trip here. They were out on the pitch for quite some time, getting warmed up, getting their legs underneath them. We always hear about these squads that make their trip up to Ottawa being tired by the time they get there. Seems like Ottawa came out with a little bit of gas in the tank today, which is good to see, giving Oakville a strong challenge at home. Kudos rolls the ball out. Another high searching ball. She's looking for Kiyame on that right side. Another ball into the box for Laws. Just a bit too far in front of her. Across the pitch and try and get it back into the box, but Kudelis is there to quickly pick that one up. No harm, no foul. Plenty of time for Oakville to work the ball out of the backhand, but once they get up into this middle third, you can see that Ottawa have got the whole area clogged up. Running Rodriguez, let's see if Rodriguez can get on the end of it, and just a bit too far for her to get in front of the defender. And Ottawa are going to put the ball out of bounds here, I would imagine, if they've got a player down. That's number 10, Miranda Robinson. And you can hear she's clearly hurt. She's in tears down on the pitch, and we'll take this opportunity right now, friends, to get an early head start on those scores from around the league. Opening up week 6, North Mississauga is 4-1 winners over Darby. Julia Cernjak with a brace in that match. Dero United drew with Unionville Milliken. Cody Williams in her return to action getting the goal for Dero. Durham United were 4-0 winners over Hamilton. Diarra Simmons with a brace there. Sarah Petrucci with the clean sheet. FC London were 3-2 winners over Vaughan Azzurri. Nurgonin getting a goal in that match, giving her 6 goals in 6 games. Oakville's own Jade Kovacevic continues to steamroll the rest of the league. She's got her 11th goal in 6 games and scored 2 goals, like I said, in that match against Vaughan. Earlier today in the 10:30 a.m. match, or 10 a.m. match rather, Diamond Simpson got the game winner in the 87th minute for Woodbridge as they beat Aurora 3-2. And then over on the men's side, a really surprising result is Sigma and Sanjax drew 0-0. Tajon Campbell and Tristan Henry both getting clean sheets in that match. League leading scorer Marcel Zajac leaving that match 6 minutes in with apparent rib injury. And Derby and FC London battled to a 5-3 final, with FC London coming away in that one with the victory. Connor Wilson getting 2 goals in the first half for London. And then our broadcast last night saw an action-packed match between Masters FA and TFC 3, which was decided in the 88th minute with an Afram Gorgies penalty kick. And what a game. TFC's keeper Engbers, back from Liberty University in the States, just stood on his head in that match. Could have easily seen 3 goals go past him if he hadn't made acrobatic, brilliant saves. And then we'll have the rest of the scores for you from around the league here once we get into the second half. It looks like we're about ready to go here after that little break. It'll be an Oakville throw. They'll probably, I'd have to imagine, give it right back to Ottawa. Rodriguez puts the ball back to the goal, and We're in the 25th minute of action here, friends. Still 0-0 between Oakville and West Ottawa Soccer Club. Oakville have chased Ottawa back into their own end. Turnover here in a very dangerous position. Laws is offside. She left that one to roll past her. She knew she was in a difficult situation there. Having not got herself back on side. Rodriguez brings the ball down. Turns. Looks for a teammate. Cristofaro with it. She's put it in. Laws is pass. Laws is on the other end of it. And she shoots left-footed and she just wide of the ball across the face of the net. And a great opportunity there for Oakville's number 9. And Shane Nelson Laws with an early opportunity here. The chances are coming for Oakville. Nice move in the middle of the pitch. Dancing around with the ball right now. Continuing to maintain possession. Eventually her touch lets her down. The pass was just a little bit off target. So lovely to watch her on the ball. That's actually, you'll have to forgive me, that's Mahara Ali, not Di Cristofaro. They scratched up the numbers here on the game sheet. She's actually played for the Egyptian national team. I'm glad that we've got that sorted out now. You can tell the quality there. She just joined the team in the last week as Kiami's going to be called offside. I'm glad I finally got around to correcting that. Di Cristofaro's wearing number 8. She's normally number 22. But they've obviously made the switch now with Mahara Ali coming into the squad. And you can see the caliber of player that she is. Kiami with it now. We'll go out for an Ottawa throw. Let's take this opportunity, friends, to talk about Toronto FC. Toronto FC is proud to support youth and pro-amateur soccer in the glorious province of Ontario. Toronto FC, premier partner of Ontario soccer. Koulis keeps that ball in. Oh, she was unable to keep it in, and that's going to go out for a corner kick. We've got a substitution about to take place. As number 10 is going to come out of the match. That's Miranda Robinson. You saw her down on the pitch injured, and I'm not entirely sure what that number is they were holding up. It could have been a 16. America Lopez Molina.
Substitution in the 28th minute. Leaving the field is Miranda Robinson. Coming on the field is America Lopez Molina.
That's Cristofaro on that far side battling for the ball. Number 8, now that we've got that all sorted out. Cristofaro with the throw in. She's looking for Kiami. Aaron Kelly there losing the ball at the top of the box over Ottawa. Oakville got the ball up to Laws. Laws is on it now. She's got 2 to beat before she can get in on goal. She's at the edge of the box with her head up looking for someone. She's going to take the shot. Right footed again, just wide of the goal. Looking for that top right corner. Still 0-0 right now as we enter into the 30th minute of play at Sheridan College in Oakville. Just a bit too far for Rodriguez to get on the end up. with it now. Jesus Shaw gets a ball in and a great opportunity here for Ottawa. Kudos is out quickly to make the sliding save. Great work there from the keeper. That's going to go out for a corner kick. Back and forth action here, friends. You wouldn't expect anything less from these Oakville Blue Devils, taking a page out of the men's team's handbook. Those Oakville Blue Devils men in action on Wednesday. They were out here before the match having a quick practice. They've got the weekend off. They lost last Wednesday in North Quebec to AS Blainville, but they got that all-important road goal. Always good to get a notch while you're away like that, as they are one of the all-important tiebreakers. They'll be playing this Wednesday at the Ontario Soccer Centre in Vaughan in the return leg. Pause with the ball up over the top. She's got Ali. Ali was unable to bring it down, but Yaku's got it now. She's pushed it out wide. Head up looking for a teammate. Puts it into the corner. Kayami gets the ball into the box. Yaku's there now. Lodz has it. What can she do with it? Puts a shot in. And Lodz got her first goal on that 32nd minute of play. Right on the button. And it's 1-0 for the Oakville Blue Devils. So Shane Nelson Lodz breaking the deadlock. We'll see if things open up here between these two squads even more. Now that the cat's out of the bag. Kayami with it now. Turns.
No shot!
Gets it across the pitch.
No shot!
Lopez Molina. Now he's there to put the ball out and down. That ball's going to go out of bounds for a Oakville goal kick. And friends, let's talk for a moment about Sports Engine. Sports Engine is the official technology partner of Ontario Soccer and the leading provider of sport life management tools for youth and amateur sports. Check out sportsengine.com to see how they can keep your club running in stride on and off the pitch this season. That's sportsengine.com. Gives chase. Erickson quick to lump that ball up the pitch. Kelly almost got onto the end of it. The two with a leg out and his pass by.
No shot!
They got it out wide for Larisi. Larisi dances out to the right side, puts a shot in towards the goal, and she got it across the face of goal, but no one was there. Not sure if it was a cross or a shot, but dangerous nonetheless. Oakville lucky to come away after providing a glorious opportunity there for West Ottawa. Too slow to get rid of the ball there, and Larisi comes away with it again. She pushes out right again, puts another shot in towards goal, and just misses the net again. Kulis was there, but still another opportunity. We'll see what changes head coach Johnny Yaku's instructing for his squad right now as they seem to be vulnerable on this right side right now. De Cristofaro with the ball up for Laws. Laws is going to dance out to the right side and she's taken down. There's Bailey with the strong challenge there. Yaku puts the ball out of bounds for Oakville, and Ottawa are going to play the ball to the back line on the throw-in.
Nice run!
Offside called there on West Ottawa, although Oakville did have the ball in possession in the middle of the pitch. I don't know if it was absolutely necessary to stop the play there. But again, that's why the folks in pink there paid the big bucks with those executive decisions. Kudelis hammers the ball up into the box and Kiami chases that down and she's put across and Laws is underneath it. She's shielding the ball away. Such strength on the ball. Chips it up over the defender but unable to get on the end of it. Gould heads the ball back towards Rodriguez. It's just out of reach for Rodriguez. Ottawa scrambling to clear their lines here right now as this wave of pressure from the Oakville Blue Devils is just so strong. And a turnover at midfield sees Ottawa coming back the other way. Porteous loses the ball and makes a good tackle there, but she's going to get whistled down. Ottawa with a great opportunity in front of them in the 38th minute here as they've got the ball in a dangerous position for this free kick right now. We'll see what they can make of it. This is Sarah Royer standing over the ball right now. You can see that clump of players lined up on the far side of the box right now for Ottawa. Ball put in towards goal. Kudelis is going to go up and push that one out of harm's way, and that's going to go out for a throw. And great work there from Kudelis to reach up and grab that ball at its highest point. Well, not grab it, but punch it. I think he caught my drift though.
Drop in the middle.
Julia Bailey passing it back. Laws giving chase. Lissy tried to flick it on and just missed the ball. Rodriguez has it now. Justine Rodriguez puts it into the middle and she caught Laws running left and she was passing it right. Ali going to be whistled down for sweeping the legs out from underneath. Julia Bailey. 5 minutes to go here in the first half, friends. It's 1-0 for Oakville on a goal from O'Shea Laws. Rodriguez battling to maintain possession. Ottawa are coming back into Oakville's end with it now. Kudelis has it, but she's backstepping, trying to get the ball out of her feet. Harlan Gould just put it out of bounds to relieve a bit of the pressure here as West Ottawa cranked things up a notch or two since the goal went into put them down 1-0.
Nice. Oh, sweet.
It's always tough when you make that 5-hour trip. You want to come away with a win no matter what. But I have to imagine they're going to be hungry to tie things up here before the half. Dangerous play there for Sarah Royer. She misplayed the ball. Ali was right there in case she did actually trip up. In there looking for Larisi, and an opportunity here for Ottawa, and they've knotted it up. That's number 21, Crystal Shooter, and that takes the wins out of Oakville Sales here as they are going to enter the half, likely all knotted up 1-1 again, as we've only got about 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Defensive breakdown from the Blue Devils. Solid ball put into the middle. Crystal Shooter able to get a foot on it as there was a scramble in front of the goal. Kiami with it now at the edge of the box, puts it in for loss. Ottawa unable to clear the ball out of their box. Yaku taken down about 10 yards outside of Ottawa's box. 3 minutes left here in the first half, and Ali stands over it now. We'll see what she can make of this opportunity.
Get your head on it.
Molly Erickson setting up a two-man wall at the edge of a box. Instructing the girls where to be. Ali's got her hand up in the air and she's indicating she's ready to rock and roll. Puts a ball in towards the goal, and that's going to drop just over the net. Erickson's ball up the pitch, but only as far as Gould. She headed it back into Ottawa's, and they're just going to try and relieve some of the tension as Kelly took a ball right to the throat. She says she's okay. She'll be fine. .44th minute of play. We're all knotted up here at Sheridan College. Oakville 1, West Ottawa 1. Kudelis pumps the ball up. Laws has brought it down. She's dispossessed, but Rodriguez is right there to get the ball back for Oakville. Yaku gives it right back to Rodriguez. She's got her head up. She's going to take a shot in towards goal, and that's just tipped wide of the goal by Molly Erickson. I don't know if that shot would have been on target. It looked like it was going wide from here, but you know, you never want to take a chance in that situation. Better safe than sorry. Yaku to put this back in play with a right-footed out-swinging kick. Ali's there. Rodriguez puts a shot in towards goal, but just not enough power behind that one to beat Erickson. Ali going to get a talking to from the referee, and it looks like a yellow card for obstructing the ball from re-entering play. Gould with the throw in for Rodriguez. Rodriguez is going to get the call. Fourth official indicating there's going to be 3 minutes added on to this first half of action.
Indicated the minimum of 2 minutes added time.
Coach Ivanyaku with it. The captain puts it in for Laws. The assistant referee on that far side indicating offside on Laws. Justine Rodriguez giving chase now. She's got the ball at the edge of the box and she tipped it just a bit too far in front of herself again. That's going to roll out for another West Ottawa Soccer Club goal kick. Crystal Shooter with a shot from distance, no trouble for Oakville's keeper Patricia Kudelis, and this should just about wrap things up here, I'd imagine, in this first half of action in week 6 of League 1 Ontario women's soccer action. Last game of the weekend for the ladies. I'll update you on those scores from around the league again as we get rocking and rolling in the second half.
Nice.
Gould with a long throw into the box, and she's found Rodriguez. Rodriguez was unable to bring the ball down, however. That's going to come out as far as number 5, Lydia Brado, and Ottawa are back the other way now. Brado wins the ball back. Yaku's got it now, and a long shot. That's going to go off the face of Julia Bailey. Kelly tries to keep that ball in bounds, but it's going to go out. Di Cristofaru with it now for the throw, and that's going to wrap things up. Friends, go grab yourself.
All substitutions, 11 with Zaparto, replaced by number 22, Emily Cote. Also,
Friends are back at it again here for second half action from Sheridan College in Oakville, Ontario. The Oakville Blue Devils are taking on West Ottawa Soccer Club in your 6th week of action in League 1 Ontario, with the exclusive live stream taking place on league1ontario.com. I'm Pierce Lang, and it's 1-1 right now, with O'Shea Nelson Laws getting the goal in the first half for Oakville. An early opportunity for Kiana. The second goal of the game for Oakville, and they take the lead here in the 46th minute.
Go, Rosie! Run a shot, Rosie!
Quick start here for the Oakville Blue Devils as they snatch the lead back as quick as possible. Great work there from the Blue Devils to get themselves back out in front. Laws taken down at the edge of the box. Oakville going to get another opportunity to make something happen in the Ottawa end. Still very early on, only the 47th minute of play. Ali stands over it now. She's been a phenomenal addition to this squad, playing in her first match of the season. Puts another ball in, low to the box. And that goes across the goal. Great save there by Erickson, and an opportunity for Rodriguez, and she tried to pounce on that as it went across the goal. She's down on the pitch right now, slow to get up to her feet. She'll be okay by the looks of it, just a little shaken up. Opportunities coming fast and furious for this Blue Devils squad early in the second half. They could stand over this corner kick. Puts the ball low, first post. Headed out of danger by Ottawa. Ball back into Yaku on the sideline. He tries to dance her way out of trouble, but Larisse's there to get the ball, and Ottawa are back the other way now. This is the goal scorer for Ottawa, Crystal Shooter with it, but she's lost the ball to Ali. Kiami with it now. Rosalind Kiami puts the ball up for Rodriguez. That ball's going to go out off of Rodriguez. Julia Bailey with the clearance off the Oakville player. Ali tries to bring the ball down. Mellenhorst passes the ball back. Kiami scored the go-ahead goal for Oakville. Gets it into Di Cristofaru. Di Cristofaru with it again. Turns. Plays the ball back again. Bailey puts the ball back for Erickson. Erickson clears it up as far as Ali. And Ali, that's the second time she's tried the mid-air back heel rather than getting underneath the ball. That shot's going to go out of bounds, and Oakville will get the goal kick. Friends, it's that time of year again. It's the 18th annual Race Against Racism presented by Peel Regional Police. There's still early bird discounts and a race kit for the first 500 registered participants. You can walk, run, or stroller roll the 5K. There's going to be music, ethnic foods, and entertainment. A quality silent auction and prizes. It's all going to start at the Mississauga Valley Community Center at 1275 Mississauga Valley Boulevard. You can go to www.peelpolice.ca/race for more information, or visit any Peel Regional Police Division or Community Station for registration and an early shot. And there's the tying goal for West Ottawa, as that's number 2, Clarissa Larisi, knotting things up here in the 51st minute. And a defensive breakdown there for Oakville. Sees Larisi get in clear alone on goal.
Come on, Blues!
Number 2, Clarissa Larisi.
End-to-end action here, friends, in this Week 6 matchup between Oakville and West Ottawa. Shea Laws dances through a few players. Bailey's down on the ground right now. Came out worse for wear through that challenge on O'Shea Laws. We've talked about the strength and power that Laws has. And Bailey's experienced that firsthand. She's back up on her feet though. She'll shake that one off and be okay. Brulis plays the ball up, and defensive error there from West Ottawa. Sees the ball headed into their own corner. O'Shea Laws chases that one down. West Ottawa player tries to tackle her, and she just bounces off like a rock on a trampoline. Heck, what doesn't bounce off a trampoline? That was a weird analogy. Quasey's shaking his head at me here.
Water doesn't.
water distance apparently. Sarah Royer stands over this one. Oakville setting up a two-man wall, 10 yards out in front of her. I don't know if she has the leg strength to put this one on goal. We'll come to find out here in a moment. Ottawa just tying things up only moments ago. We're not even 8 minutes in and we've seen 2 goals in the second half. And apparently she did have the strength, just not the accuracy, as that one's going to roll out for a Oakville goal kick. Goodall is taking her time to get this one back in play. Rodriguez interrupted the passing there from Ottawa, but they're able to come away with it again. Gould heads it down to Shea. Shea turns, puts a shot in from distance, and that's just off the mark. Friends, we were just talking about the race against racism, and thanks to League One Ontario partner Peel Regional Police for their continued support of women in sport. Know that you can always kick off your career with Peel Regional Police. It's more than you think. Visit peelpolice.ca to find out how soccer and a career in policing go hand in hand. Yaku with it now. Yaku coming in towards the edge of the box. She's taken down. Oakville are going to have a kick from a very dangerous spot right now. Rodriguez stands over the ball. Looks like a 6-man wall here for, that's 6 or 5? What do we got? 5-man wall from Ottawa. That means there's going to be a lot of players loose for Oakville. They decide to perhaps not take the shot here. Players in the wall. Bailey's there. Rodriguez puts it low and into the wall, and that ball's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick after she put it right into the feet of the wall. Opportunity missed there for Oakville. And Gould misses the ball and catches the West Ottawa player with an elbow to the face by the looks of it. We'll take this opportunity to quickly tell you about the scores in the games that are underway. Right now, Vaughan's up 2-0 on Windsor. That'll be just entering into the second half as we speak right now. And North Miss and Ottawa South United playing to a 3-3 draw earlier today. Or that one's at least just wrapping up right now. And we do have confirmation that it was a 3-2 final, Germany over Canada, over at Tim Hortons Field just down the road in the Hammer. The Ottawa players still down on the ground here. Back and forth action here, friends. We're about 12 minutes into the second half. First half saw Oakville go up early and West Ottawa come charging back to tie things up just before the half. And Oakville came out of the gate scoring in the first minute of the second half here, only to see Ottawa charge back down the pitch and reclaim the deadlock and pull themselves back into it at least. And an extended delay here is medical staff looking at the player down on the pitch. Still no indication as to who it is down there. There does appear to be a slight mistake on this game sheet. So I can't tell you who that player is. So there's plenty to talk about around the league right now, as things are really starting to heat up. Such a impressive result for Sanjaks being able to tie Sigma yesterday, 0-0. I was talking to League Commissioner Dino Rossi last weekend, and he had said that Sanjaks are a lot better than the results have shown, and they answered the call yesterday in that 0-0 draw. Masters will be disappointed to come away with a loss yesterday, as they really took it to TFC 3 but were unable to beat Angbers in goal for TFC. What a phenomenal performance out of that young man. Can't speak enough to that. Over on the ladies' side, Jade Kovacevic continues to just score at will. 11 goals, 6 games. What more can be said for the two-time reigning League One Women's MVP / two-time reigning League One Women's leading goal scorer / two-time League One Women's champion. Jade Kovacevic leading that FC London squad, and they're going to be tough to beat. I think as the season goes on, they're only going to get stronger. They've got some real quality working its way up through their development system out there in London on the women's side. Men's side involved in that 5-3 scoreline against Derby yesterday. I said Connor Wilson got 2 goals in the first half of that one. Hamilton kept off the score sheet yesterday against Durham United. Durham United getting a lot of their players back from World Cup qualifying down in the Caribbean. You know, Brianne Souza back with the squad after playing for Guyana. Hamilton disappointed, I'm sure, as they came out of the gates with a bang to start the year and now spilled points in 2 straight matches. Team leading scorer Angela Kataya kept off the scoreboard in that match. Kept off the score sheet last week, although I know on the official record she wasn't credited with the goal. Kai Sugiyama was, and I was there. I can confirm that she got herself on the score sheet. Cody Williams scoring again yesterday for Dero United as they beat Unionville Milliken, or tied Unionville Milliken 1-1. Tina LaCava, good to see her back in action as well, getting in the lineup for Unionville. She picked up a knock against Hamilton about 3 or 4 weeks ago and has slowly made her way back into the lineup. North Mississauga continue to try and turn their season around with their 2nd straight victory. After beating Oakville last weekend, they're 4-1 victors over Derby yesterday. Julia Cernjak getting 2 goals there. I think for me, friends, the big story right now is this Canadian Championship. We saw Oakville playing AS Blainville, the PLSQ champions, last Wednesday, in a very heated affair, very chippy game. Blainville scoring at the death on a real scramble in front of Oakville's keeper, Matt George. George making the initial save on the first shot. The rebound came out, went to a Blainville player. That shot went off the crossbar, and then that rebound eventually was bicycled into the goal for the go-ahead goal just at the death. And Blainville are taking a 2-1 lead into the return leg in Laval. An absolute chaos as the fans stormed the pitch after the fence broke. I know everyone was real thrilled about the atmosphere at that game. From what I've heard, there's repercussions though to be paid for the damage to the stadium there in Laval. And apparently a fine has been levied and over $10,000 for the club. We'll probably have some confirmation on that a little later on this week. Still waiting to hear back from the CSA on what the total numbers were for the live stream broadcast. But if you were following along on Twitter while you watched the game, it seemed like fans were engaged from across the country. And it leaves you to wonder, how long is it before the cup is truly opened up for everyone to be involved? I know the PDL clubs out on the West Coast are just chomping at the bit, waiting for their chance to get involved. TSS Rover is one of the more vocal squads out there, just dying to get involved in that competition. And when asked before about how they were going to pay for all that, the simple response out of Burnaby was, "We'll find a way. Whatever it takes, we'll make it happen." You love to see that out of these lower tier squads as they vie to really compete in a truly Canadian championship. It'll be exciting to see what happens with the Canadian Premier League starting up next year, how that changes the setup of that tournament moving forward. It'll be interesting to see how that affects the way that teams qualify for the CONCACAF Champions League as well. A lot of rumors about whether or not 2 spots will be awarded for Canadian Premier League teams next year. One for a League Cup champion, one for a league champion, and then obviously the Canadian Championship will potentially be a third option or potential opportunity for Canadian teams to find their way into the Champions League. But we'll see how everything works out, as there's not really been any indication as of yet from CONCACAF or the powers that be at the Canadian Premier League. They're pretty busy as it stands already. A lot on their plate right now, just getting the league kicked off to start. I know I'm personally pretty happy to see FC Edmonton get a rebrand from their old MS-DOS logo that they were playing with the last several years, and they've upgraded to something a little bit sleeker moving forward. Not sure which logo I like the best so far. The other announcement this week was the Winnipeg Valor FC. They've got a good looking bit of branding on their hands as well, with the black, gold, and maroon. That'll tie in really nicely with the Red River Rising supporters group that started up last year. Should be lots of really good swag coming out online in the next little bit. Certainly a warm reception for the various teams as they've been announced across the country. membership numbers for each of the clubs very impressive as they've been rolled out. It sounds like Hamilton's going to have their work cut out for them once they get their team and their branding announced and tickets start to be sold, because it sounds like Edmonton's already close to 1,000 seasons tickets deposits being placed. So that's just after words come down that Winnipeg were really on a roll for people signing on to buy tickets. Halifax also doing quite well with their registration numbers. Our West Ottawa players still down on the ground right now. It's been nearly 10 minutes. This delay is taken. Every precaution being taken here. You hate to see a player go down injured, but we'll have to see how this affects the game moving forward, as the second half was off with a torrid pace. Both teams scoring in the first 8 minutes, and only 4 minutes later, a player went down injured. We've been sitting praying that everything's okay, but no real indication as to what's going on over there. We're going to take a quick break here to grab some water, and we'll be back in a moment, friends. Stay tuned. Exactly. You nailed it, my man. For a nice tea break.
I knew it.
You knew. Could you see that look on my face that I needed a break? And I was rambling. Oh, waiting for an ambulance. I thought you said you were rambling. Oh, yeah. It's my guy. He thinks LeBron's coming. Okay.
Well, not the street, but the actual YouTube website. Not that I'm
Maybe my video can be shared.
Why? Oh, my leg.
People are watching this.
Right now, 26.
All right, friends, it looks like we're about to get back to it after about a 20-minute delay here. Hopefully, our injured party is going to be okay. She is being wheeled over to the ambulance now, and I've got some confirmation now on the numbers from the registered members of the different teams across the Canadian Premier League finally now. And it's pretty exciting, as Edmonton are over 800, Winnipeg are actually over 900, which I think surprised a lot of people. Halifax are at 600, and then Cavalry are up over 500 already. York Region a little bit behind, but I think a lot of people were surprised by that announcement of the team coming to York Region off the bat. I imagine as hungry for soccer as that market is, they'll be coming up above that number at no time at all, or in no time at all. And over in Hamilton, they had over 22,000 people out for that match against Germany, a record for Tim Hortons Field for a Canadian women's team match.
Good job!
So for footy fans across the country, I think it's fair to say that they're showing up in numbers and letting it be known that they're ready for things to be taken up a notch as we look towards a united bid between Canada, Mexico, and the United States for the 2026 World Cup. Rodriguez with it now, turns, gives it to Ali. Ali with it. Yaku takes a shot in. Ooh, and it's a pass into the corner for Tiami. Just a bit too far forward and out of her reach. Working hard to maintain possession of the ball. She battles there with number 5, Lydia Brado, and Brado's going to get the call. Oakville will come away with possession now. We've got confirmation now that it was in fact Jacqueline Madogo who was taken away on the stretcher. She's listed on the sheet as number 6, which she was not wearing, might I add. Rodriguez with it now, brings the ball down. Turns the ball over, Ottawa back the other way. Rissi with it now, sit on her right foot, plays the ball up into space. But no one's there but Gould, and Gould's going to try and clear the ball, but that's going to go out of bounds for a West Ottawa throw. I can only imagine how much time's going to be added on here at the end of the match. As we did have a rather lengthy delay with Madogo having to leave to go to the hospital, ambulance coming to pick her up. Ali on it now. Every touch by Ali, so cautious, so measured. She keeps the ball in nice and tight. Isn't trying to go at 100% full speed the whole time. Real great addition for Oakville by the looks of it. One can only imagine how things might have played out today if Laura Twiddle were in the lineup for Oakville. She's another real high quality player on this roster, but unavailable for the squad today. Larissi in and alone all by herself, and Kudos is there to dive on the ball as Larissi goes up over the top. She's back up to her feet. She's going to be okay. puts the ball down onto the carpet, but she's found Laws out on the left side. Laws shielding the ball. That's going to go out for an Oakville throw. Thank you to Ontario Soccer partner SoccerX for their first-class support. As Canada's largest soccer store, SoccerX has everything needed to take your game to the next level. Whether you're a player, parent, or match official, visit SoccerX.com to check out their huge selection of the latest footwear, apparel, and equipment from your favorite brands like Adidas, Nike, Puma, Admiral, and many more. A little confusion here as to who's going to take this free kick for Oakville. Finally coming back to take it is Emily Porteous. Laws with it now. Clever touch there from Laws. He's dispossessed in the middle of the pitch. Ali tries to win the ball back, but dancing her way through a few players is number 16, America Lopez Molina. Ottawa struggling to get the ball over the low end. We're going to turn it over in the middle of the pitch now. Ali on it again. Ali loses the ball. Lopez Molina puts the ball up, and running onto that was one of her teammates, but Oakville have come away with it. That's going to get whistled down as Oakville will stop and start things over again in their own end. Not sure why advantage wasn't played there, as Oakville did have the ball off the pitch. Again, there's the reason I'm up here, and folks in pink are down there, I guess. He goes up to head a ball in towards Rodriguez. Rodriguez brings it down. Laws is right there. And the ball squirts back for Erickson, and she clears it out of her box, but it's back into the Ottawa end. Oakville get it out wide to Gould. Gould's looking for someone up the pitch, and she hits it up towards Laws. Laws comes away with it. You can see the Ottawa players just bouncing off the Laws. So strong. Rodriguez bellies up against Erickson. The ball bounced into the keeper's hands. Oh no, and a poor turnover there, and Larissi takes a shot in towards goal. And a toe save from Kudelis. Don't think she knew much about that one as it came in low on her. She was falling to her right and got her foot out to the left just barely, and it easily could have been 3-2 for Ottawa here as Oakville fell asleep, and it was just a poor pass back from one defender to the other.
Come on, Bruce.
We've reached the 41st minute of play, but keep in mind, friends, there was a 20-minute delay as Jacqueline Madogo was wheeled off the pitch in a stretcher to an ambulance, and she'll be on her way to the brand new Oakville Trafalgar Memorial Hospital over on Dundas. Kudelis dives to make another save. Kudelis puts the ball down and hammers a kick up the pitch, and it's come all the way back to her. Again, Kudelis puts it down on the ground. Launches another attack as she's looking for Laws. Laws is going to chase this one up the sideline. She keeps the ball in bounds. Laws has come away with it now. Look at the patience on the ball from Laws as she works her way into the middle of the pitch, puts a left-footed shot in towards goal, but just not enough mustard on that one to really challenge Erickson. Erickson lifts the ball up towards half, and that's going to go out of bounds. I'd like to see a bit better distribution from the Ottawa keeper. She's going to get her team up the pitch and challenge for the go-ahead goal here. Still no indication as of yet as to how much time is going to be added on. And the referee runs over to Oakville head coach Johnny Yaku to have a quick word. He's livid over there. The fourth official's come over to have a word as well. Not sure what this is all about. No. He was certainly quite vocal over there as soon as Laws went to the ground on that last shot. Oakville with a glorious opportunity here as we're in the 43rd minute, so doing some simple math, that's going to be the 88th minute right now of play in the second half. Again, there's a 20-minute delay. Ali stands over this one, a right-footed ball. Over on the other end, Rodriguez was able to get on and scramble in front of the goal, and the referee's going to whistle that ball dead. I think there might have been a handball by the looks of it. And number 14, Emily Porteous. Moss gets a total on this one, and she puts another shot in towards goal. O'Shea Mountain Moss makes something from absolutely nothing, and Oakville has taken the 3-2 lead here in the 90th minute of play.
I want defense, no more freebies.
And the Jamaican international making her presence known. This could be a shot fired off to the rest of the league, as we will have 22 minutes of additional time added on to this second half.
Number 9, Shea Lawrence, in the 90th action.
You can see both teams excited as though we are at the end of this game, but we do have 22 minutes to go. I'm going to start a timer because we have no way of keeping track of how much time is going to be played here.
Come on, Blues!
Both teams here looking to get their first win of the season under their belts. West Ottawa have already matched their season's total for goals in this game.
Come on, Ozzy! Go! Watch your shit! She wants to run and come in.
Fear not, friends. I've got the timer started here, so we'll have some sort of an indication as to where we're at in this one. '91st minute of play here from Sheridan College's Trafalgar campus in Oakville, Ontario. The Oakville Blue Devils are up 3-2 right now over West Ottawa Soccer Club. O'Shea Laws with a brace so far in the match. We did have a 22-minute delay here in the second half as Jacqueline Medoro went down injured and had to be taken away on a stretcher and by ambulance to the hospital. So when we get to the 100th minute of play beyond, we have no excuse for being confused as to why that is now. Anyone following along on the live stream from L1OW.com. Laws with it now. Goes down so quickly by Bailey. Furious as to and confused as to why she didn't get the call there. She was bowled over in the middle of the pitch. To Kiami. Ali with it now. Ali pushes the ball through for Laws. Laws is in alone on goal and a great save there by Erickson. Came out and made herself big as she dived on, dove onto that ball. Is it dived or is it dove?
That's it.
No English major.
Someone get at me on that one. My grammar has never been my strong suit.
I think it's dove.
Quasey's saying dove. I've heard dive though. Get at me on Twitter,
Dove is past
folks.
tense. Dove is past tense.
Get at me on Twitter to settle this debate if you need.
Dove is past tense.
It'd be appreciated. At Pierce_Lang_TV. I can't trust Quasey, so I'm not even going to listen to him for the next 18 minutes here of additional time. Ali's shoved over and hopefully we're going to come away with the ball again. Looks like we're going to have a yellow card coming up for America Lopez Molina. Good crowd here today for this League One ladies match. We're close to 100 people.
Caution to number 16, Ottawa, America Lopez.
To take the kick. Out for an Oakville throw. I want to say the substitution is Gould for Forker. It looks like it is, I'm right. Gould's out for Forker. And I think our fourth official is struggling with the number board over there. Sixes are backwards every time. We'll have another Oakville substitution coming in here. Ball's put in on that corner kick by Yaku. The sister of head coach Johnny Yaku. Ali with it now. Takes the shot, turns. Takes another, chips the ball over the top of their left foot, but Rodriguez is offside. Puts a shot on goal anyways for good measure. Erickson hammers the ball up to half, and Di Cristofaru will put that one out. Another substitution. He's got the sixes right on the far side this time, as Emma Westwater is going to be coming in for Rosalind Kiami.
Leaving number 16, Rosalind Kane.
Laws with it. Gets it to Yaku. Rodriguez lays one off. Rodriguez again, and he'll turn the ball over just before they enter into that final third. Cote trying to work the ball up the pitch for West Ottawa, but she was met very quickly by Emma Westwater. Schroeder puts a ball into the Oakville end, and another careless touch by the Oakville back line almost led to another opportunity for Larisi. Laws with it again. Laws to Westwater. Westwater back for Leanne Forker. Oakville decided to go a little bit more direct now over the back. Ball up for Shooter, and that's going to go out for a corner kick. Shooter stands over this one, puts a right-footed ball towards the top of the box, and it's headed just over the goal. And crisis averted for the Oakville Blue Devils. The West Ottawa player wasn't able to get up high enough to head that one down. And no problem there for Oakville. Shooter with it on the near side. She turns again. She'd have made her move quicker. She had the player Forker stood up and looking the wrong direction. And she heads the ball to Rodriguez. Rodriguez turns and fires a blind pass to the right side and turns the ball over. This is Forker passing it back to Kudelis. Kudelis' clearance only gets as far as Shooter. Shooter with it now at the top of the box. Ottawa put another ball into the box, and Oakville having real trouble right now getting the ball out of their own end. And finally a clearance up towards Laws. Laws chests that ball down. Bailey gets a ball back for Sarah Royer, and they go all the way back to Erickson. Erickson gets the ball up, and Forker heads it down. Into no one as Yaku has to slide in, and Yaku's going to be called for and given a yellow. Yaku got to the ball first there and tipped it forward, and the player continued to run and ran over Yaku, and Yaku's going to get a yellow on that. A bit confusing. I know the Oakville players are all confused as to why Yaku's getting a yellow on that. Again, she did slide in and win the ball first. After that, Lopez Molina went down, and she's slow to get to her feet.
Blue Devils, number 10, Jillian Yashu.
Three-man wall for Oakville here, as it's number 15, Sarah Royer over the ball. She puts a shot in towards goal, and Kudos has no trouble bringing that one down.
Stay connected with
Sanders ball up to Laws. Laws gets a little bit of a push in the back from Bailey. Now he's going to go all the way to Erickson. I have to wonder if they'll add time on for that injury delay now. Which means this game's just never going to actually end, friends. It's like lamb chop sing-along over here.
Hold on to the ball.
We are in the 92nd minute of play though, friends. So only 48 more hours left to go in this match.
Pick up. Time.
Forker with it. She gets it out to Westwater. Westwater up for Laws. Laws circulation on the ball. Puts back inside. Forker heaves the ball up for Rodriguez, but just a bit shy of her intended target. Ali with it now. Ali's gonna stop and turn. She gets it to Yaku. Yaku with lots of time and space, but she gets the ball caught up in her feet and finally gets it out wide for Rodriguez. Rodriguez stops and turns. She's got her head up looking for a teammate. Forker with it. Turns and another turnover in a dangerous spot as Ottawa are coming back the other way. Mellenhorst turns the ball over though. It's a great play by the Oakville defender to come out and collect that. That was Di Cristofaro. Another West Ottawa player goes down in a heap, and you could hear groan as there's a yellow card issued. And the Oakville player on that far side, can't quite see from here who it is.
Oh, come on, Shane.
It's number 14, Emily Porteous, who got the yellow there.
Blue Devils, yellow 14, Emily Porteous.
94th minute of play here, friends. No, 104th. What am I talking about? 104th minute of play at Sheridan College. That means I was wrong 2 minutes ago. We'll forget about that. Holy moly. It's going to be a long one, friends. 3-2 though for the Oakville Blue Devils right now over West Ottawa Soccer Club. If you're just tuning in, the delay in fact was because of a unfortunate accident that saw Jacqueline Madogo have to be taken to the hospital. 22 minutes added on. Not sure how much time will be added on for the last injury that we just saw. And again, we've got another West Ottawa player on the ground right now. I'm not sure how many players they have on their bench. It looked like 3. They've already made 2 substitutions. So they could be in a bit of a jam here if this player has to leave the pitch.
Need some milk.
Looks like our injured player is back up to her feet, but she's going to have to come off the pitch for a moment and get some kind of an indication as to who it was. I had to hazard a guess, which I'm not going to because I'm just setting myself up for disaster by doing so. But it looks like she's okay. She's wiping the tears from her eyes over the halfway mark. And like we'll be back underway here in a moment. Looks like Kendra Chalice is going to make her way into the match for the Oakville Blue Devils momentarily. Player who's going to be fairly comfortable here at Sheridan College, as she's been a member of the Sheridan Bruins the last couple of years, and if I'm not mistaken was the Sheridan Female Athlete of the Year in 2017.
Pressure! Pressure! Pressure!
Forker clears that ball out of bounds. Looks like that change is just about to happen as the fourth official sets up the board over there to let us know that she's ready to come in. Shot in towards goal by Ottawa, but that's going to go wide. It was Odessa Strizzi who was down on the pitch earlier. I'm glad I didn't get that one mixed up. And we've got our information all straight here, and oh wow, I don't have a clue who that is. There you go. He's had it upside down.
Number 3,
Kendra Chalice is in fact making her way in for Justine Rodriguez. Shot in there by Kira Mellenhorst, but the official on that far side going to whistle things down, or put up the flag for offside. So we're just about at the 110th minute.
Nice.
Finally worked out the math after getting it wrong twice in the last 10 minutes, but we are in fact approaching the 110th minute here. I have to think there will be a minute or two added on to that at least even.
Time! Time!
As there has been two more injuries here in the last few minutes. Ali's got the ball in a dangerous area. She puts the ball out wide for Laws. Laws is at the edge of the box, and she just overran the ball a touch. Misjudged the bounce. She's still got it on that far side. She passed the ball for deepest to far room, but it's going to go out for an Oakville throw, and they're going to make a substitution here as number 10 Yaku's going to come out of the match. Number 19 Rena Hamdy's going to be making her way in.
Number 19, Rana Hamdy. For number 10, Yudan Yaku.
Come on, Sean!
Shot in by Law. Not enough mustard on that one.
Get out of there!
Grotto tried to bring that ball down, but it's going to go out for a West Ottawa throw. We'll see what West Ottawa can scrounge together here as they try and claw their way back into this match. After O'Shea Laws got her second goal of the game for Oakville ahead. Ali's in the box and she's won the penalty. And this could be the insurance marker for Oakville as Ali's still down on the ground. She's slow to get up to her feet. Allowed to take the free kick here. The penalty. She's still wincing in pain. And if Oakville can get this insurance goal, that's
Yellow card, West Ottawa.
going to have to wrap things up with a nice neat little bow here, I'd have to imagine. Erickson having a word with the referee. "111th minute of play here from Oakville campus of Sheridan College and Trafalgar Road. The Oakville Blue Devils currently up 3-2. Mahara Ali stands over this one, and she's in on the ball, and she puts the ball right down the middle of the goal. Oakville are 4-2. Up 4-2 right now as they lead this match. Like I said just moments ago, we're in the 112th minute of play. The sand is slowly... Well, I have to say the sand's already slipped through the hourglass. Have to be approaching the final few grains of sand if they haven't already all slipped through. Chalice with a clearance up the pitch, and that's going to go into the corner. And Ottawa are going to have to mount a real mighty comeback here. They're going to get themselves back into this one. Oakville will be thrilled to earn themselves their first victory of the season if they can hold off this attack from Ottawa. Marisi with the ball at the top of the box. A lovely turn there from her. She got a pass, and in that, it's got to be out of bounds as the Oakville keeper pushed the ball up over her own goal, and it's going to be it's going to be a goal kick. Not sure how that happened. It was pretty obvious from here. The Oakville keeper, in fact, pushed that one over her own goal. Push from behind there on Westwater, and Ottawa are going to get the ball here in the Oakville end as they get another opportunity from a dead ball position. "277th minute of play." Ball into the Oakville box. Glorious opportunity from Ottawa there, and I don't think they realized that they had the chance that they did, and the ball squirts all the way out of danger here up to half. Laws with it now. Horse over it. Ottawa get the ball out wide to Jesus Shaw. I haven't called her name in a while.
Good job,
That's going to wrap things up for us.